secret mission. What are you doing here?
I'm on a top secret mission too. What's your top secret mission for?
RF.
You mean
Radio frequency? That's the one.
Oh, Renee, what is RF?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about that.
What causes RF?
I don't know.
Well, how do we know if it's RF?
I don't know.
Then how do we fix RF?
I don't know.
Can we do a trouble call for RF?
I don't know.
Well, my dear Renee, let's do some top secret investigating and get to the source of this RF.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So what is an RF issue? Well, RF is radio frequency, and it's caused when the signals that the customer is receiving are outside of the acceptable ranges.
So what are those acceptable ranges?
Glad you asked, Renee. The acceptable ranges for SNR, that's signal to noise ratio, is anything greater than 25. Now for the upstream or transmit power level, that has to be between 30 to 55. And for the downstream or receive power level, that needs to be between positive 13 and negative 13.
So what else is an RF issue? Well, let's see. Signal to noise, which is SNR, right?
SNR.
Is how much usable signal is coming through the lines. Upstream power level is the signal transmitted from the cable modem to the head-end, also called transmit or TX. Downstream power level is the signal received by the cable modem from the head-end. It is also called receive or RX power levels.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
I know.
So what causes an RF issue, Renee?
I don't know.
I do. Never fear. Weather conditions can cause an RF issue. Or additional cable lines or splitters. Or if there's any kind of physical damage to those lines, the customer could have RF. Another thing is any kind of radio frequency interference, any kind of noise on that signal.
So how do I know it's RF? Well, there are a couple proofs of RF. One is bad modem-like patterns. Second one is fuzzy TV reception, but only on the lower channels, 2 through 20. Signals outside acceptable ranges are matrix or the dashboard, SolarWinds real-time, SolarWinds cache signal page, but did you know, Brittany, it must be cached in the last 12 hours?
What?
Yes.
You mean I can't use it from 2 days ago?
No, only in the past 12 hours. And, of course, we can get our signals from the cable modem internals.
That's great to know.
I know.
And you know what else? How do you know if it's RF?
I'm not sure yet.
Pull out your magnifying glass, Renee. We're going to do some investigating. Now, if only one of the proofs can be obtained, you can use one of the following as your secondary proof of RF. You can use the modem internal status page, which shows that the modem is trying to acquire an upstream or downstream signal. Or if the customer has had intermittent connectivity, if their signal's gone up and then cut out, and then gone back up and cut out again within the last 2 days, Renee. Now you can use the last 48 hours on that one. Or the intermittency must be in conjunction with the modem lights resetting or indicating RF for short periods of time over the past 48 hours. The final thing that you can use is if the customer has had slow or intermittent internet speeds within the last 48 hours. That could be an indication of RF.
Well, how do I know it's RF? It's a great question. Intermittent RF issues are recent changes in behavior of the internet service, frequent power cycling. That's what my modem was doing last night.
Very good detective work, Renee.
Frequent loss or restoration of connection, drop in speed of connection, logs page and modem internals. I wish I would have known that last night.
It's so much more clear now.
I know.
Wait, how do I know if it's RF? You can check for outages. Check the CCI market page. Check your outage board. Check manual or automatic outages in ACSR, the yellow or red light indicator for the modem on the matrix. Get your 2 proofs of RF. Once you get your 2 proofs, that call is over. You can check the modem lights. You can check to see if the cable TV is fuzzy. You can check to make sure that those signals are outside of their normal acceptable ranges. You can then schedule a truck roll. Yes, you can schedule a trouble call for RF. And you have to go into ACSR to enter that work order or trouble call. And a field tech, not you, but a field technician who's trained in radio frequency will go out to the customer's home and determine that there is an RF issue. It might just be that an adjustment needs to be made on the cable, or it might just be that they need a signal booster.
I wonder if that's what was wrong with mine. So solar winds. How do I check solar winds?
I don't know.
Well, let's learn. Solar winds cache signals. The signals we want to check is our transmit power, or our TX, our downstream power, or our RX, and then our downstream SNR. Now, we want our transmit to be between 30 and 55, our downstream negative 13 to positive 13, and our SNR above 25.
Now here's how you check solar winds. You want to look at the solar winds real-time signals. The signals you want to check are those same signals: the modem transmit power, the modem receive power, and the SNR, or signal to noise ratio, at that modem. Now the modem transmit power and the modem receive power are indicated in yellow and orange here, but when you look at solar winds, they're going to be the 2 on the right. The modem transmit always needs to be 30 to 55. The modem receive, again, needs to be negative 13 to positive 13. Make sure you memorize those numbers. The SNR at the modem needs to be above 25, and that's located right there on solar winds.
Trouble call pre-call policy. You know, I think I'm starting to remember this stuff now. So let's see. The customer will be called at least 2 times before we actually come out. If there's no answer, the appointment will need to be rescheduled. Well, that makes sense. We want to make sure the customer is home, right, Brittany?
Yeah. What's the tech going to do if he goes out there and nobody's home?
I know. It's going to be a waste of his time. The agent must enter the preferred contact number. The proper format is PC, pound, area code, and then the phone number. If no pre-call number is entered, the area code required for all PC numbers and no dashes or spaces are to be used. Whew, that was a mouthful. Signal levels are and should be placed after the PC with the space, using the example with the following format: TX 58, RX negative 2, U upstream 22, downstream 21.
Now your signals may vary.
Please remember that an adult must be there at the appointment time or we can't actually resolve the issue. Inform the customer of the work order number or the job number associated with the customer's work order. And then ask the customer, do you have any questions about your charter appointment? Recap and complete the call with the customer per call handling guidelines.
Now you went over that so well, I don't have any questions about that. But I do have questions about the code 31. A 31 is actually a set date and time that is scheduled inside of our system. That billing technician will actually schedule for a field tech to come out to the home and fix the issue. It's a definite appointment. Now the reason code 31 is going to say MDM-NOCOMM. That stands for modem not communicating. Schedule an available date and time, which we refer to as the quota, with the customer. Update and then give that work order number to the customer for their reference.
So now we have code 30. Whew, I wonder how many codes we use. So reason code 30 is modem not acquiring. That kind of makes sense. We get the preferred contact number of the customer. and then we'll tell them they will be contacted by their local dispatch if and only if quota becomes available. Check call center announcements and CCI market page for exceptions.
Now that we've gone over that, there's a few other things you need to know about the Code 30. Before you schedule a Code 30, this is very, very important. Keep these points in mind. They are an exception within the system. Code 30s do take up usable appointments and quota. So the more 30s that get scheduled, the more quota is being taken up, which means that less quota is going to be available for all your other customers. They do not promote one-call resolution. Also, they often create irates. The customer might get angry if dispatch doesn't take the call or if the customer misses the call. And they will always, always, always be an all-day appointment. So we cannot give that customer a definite time for when the technician will be there.
Good stuff. Were there any questions? We've gone over proofs of RF, acceptable signal levels, solar winds, our pre-call policy, and code 30 and 31s. Do you have any questions?
No, Renee, you've answered all of my questions with your detective work, but I think we need to get out of here before somebody sees us.
Yes, I agree.
Right.